Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we are going to react to Season 2, Episode 4 of Prisma, MARRONE. MARRONE? MARRONE. I know I've heard that before. I am excited to jump into this because this episode is going to bring us halfway through the series. And usually the midway mark is absolute insanity. So I am a little nervous though, however, because Andrea ran away from their campfire with Daniele because they got a phone call and all we know is that Marco is in trouble. The last we saw Marco, he was drinking like crazy, he was being a little reckless, and he got ushered away somewhere, and we don't know where he is. We don't know what's going on. So let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like over this. Like if you do not like what you see, to comment down below, let me know why, subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here. Ring the link bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month, still $8.25 a week. It is all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition to more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions or at Jessie Dobbie for Twitter. Link is in the description below for the Redbubble and TeePublic pages, where you can find awesome merch that my brother Ray has created for the different reactions that Jay and I do. I do also want to mention that if you are watching this on YouTube, I am ahead over on Patreon, and this will be the last edit for this week because Bridgerton starts tomorrow, and I have to do that because I am dying to see what happens next at the end of that season. So we're going to take a little break for the Prisma reactions, but if you want to see them, they're fully unedited over on Patreon, and I will resume the edits next week. But without further ado, this is Season 2, Episode 4 of Prisma, MARRONE. Sounds like an orca. I actually don't know if that sounds like an orca. I feel like that's what an orca would sound like. Yeah, my Googler ready. He's just really drunk. Okay, Andrea, you overreacted. I thought he was, like, lying on the side of the street somewhere. I guess it is out of character for Marco, though.
Eri con Daniele?
Why are you lying? I feel like Andrea feels like they have to protect Daniele now, so instead of telling you the truth, they lie. But now you're lying to your brother. I'm gay if I like someone?
Non state troppo a preoccuparvi di etichette, definizioni, quelle sono cose che vengono dopo, col tempo, con la scoperta.
Amen. That's why I'm pan. Love the people, not the genders.
Oh, ma sto per morire. Il primo allenamento in hangover è brutto.
Visto che ci tenevi tanto a ritornare in forma, rimaniamo ancora un po' io e te.
She could probably tell that he's swimming. If you want me to put you in, don't go out drinking the night before practice. That was probably a stick.
Ma dove stiamo andando? Non possiamo passare dal lago e farci aprire?
No, ci odiano, mio nonno li chiama tagliacazzi.
Here we go.
Che mi abbia fatto un po' effetto.
Che palle, non è cambiato un cazzo.
I assume she's talking about the fact that they had slept together.
Adesso mi piace
Well, just
veramente
kind of annoys
tanto.
me.
Ma chi aveva fatto Battoni?
Un amico nostro.
Uh-oh.
Con le gambe!
Mi tirano tutti i muscoli.
Poi ti lamenti che non ti porto a regare, dai!
Scusate, io dovrei pulire.
I feel like she's being a little hard on him, but I do understand because he's been kind of a to her. Ooh, it's Hottie McCleaner.
Aspettate. Guarda i commenti.
I am a disabled girl, and I felt very represented by what she said and did. Good for you, Corolla. Oh, is she crying? But not everyone has the courage to do it. Well done, I respect this.
Ma stai piangendo? Sì.
They're happy tears. I'm so happy that she can find peace in something so
Hai visto l'intervista di Carola? Non mi interessa. Non ci credo. E io non credo che non vedi Daniele.
Okay, this is good. I like this.
Mo che vuole, mamma?
It's not mom, is it? Do you work today? I have something to give you. What are you gonna give? See, but now this is a problem because they're gonna be lying to Marco. You're mending the relationship and lying. That's not good.
Non ci credo che non sei di Lucio.
Poi hai anche avuto problemi di salute, lo sai, no?
Certo.
Oh.
L'altro giorno sul banco col taglierino mi ha scritto lesbica di merda.
Little
Io calcio nelle palle.
Ho una super crush per la protagonista di Ghost in the Shell.
Ci crede, Scarlett Johansson.
Everybody has a
Ma
crush
l'hai
on
letto il
Scarlett
manga?
Johansson, let's be honest.
No.
Tu secondo me le somigli molto di più.
She's got a crush on her. Oh, Nina's
molto
like,
bella.
get out of there. Inappropriate. Aww.
Vabbè, Ti do la mano io, così facciamo prima. Ma no, tranquillo, finisco da solo, tu vai.
Quando andrò all'università, ogni volta che farò un colloquio di lavoro,
It was a lie.
un ragazzo.
Oh, he was watching her.
Dove mi porti?
The issue is he still has feelings for Corolla.
Ma che Daniele, dai, abbiamo rotto quel forno della pizza e manco usate.
Pizza ovens are expensive.
Prima fammi.
I wanted one. I do not have one. Let's put it that way.
Alcol, droga,
She's 13, Elo.
si molla mai.
Okay, that one was good, but Jesus, the first two, maybe let's not tell the 13-year-old to do that. Please don't freak out. Oh, he's smiling. That takes a lot of guts. I am proud of Andrea. That's
Ma non mi
cute.
ricordo niente.
Io non volevo farmi male.
So they're about 10 or 11, because I don't remember how old they are. 16, 17? Baby Andrea knows their
Io devo andare, Andrea. Vai, tanto io...
I like how he
devo
says
staccare.
Andre. It's like a little nickname. It's cute.
Allora vado.
He wants to. Oh, that's so good. I totally thought that they were gonna kiss and Daniele was gonna freak the out. Oh, I love it! Yay! How does that feel, babe? Oh, smiles. So you get rewarded for breaking out of your shell. Be proud of who you are. I can't remember where it was. I was on one of my friend's Facebook posts. Speak your mind. That was what it was. It was all about speak your mind and be who you are. And if you're afraid to do that because you're afraid someone's not going to like you, they already don't like you because they don't know you. They know the fabricated version that you're putting out. And I loved that. They really don't know who you are truly.
Poi, da Giulia.
Ah, I love that she's smoking a pipe.
Senti, volevo solo dirti che dopo 24 ore sei già uno dei contenuti più visualizzati del mese e stiamo avendo dei bellissimi feedback.
Mazza che spizzata da tirato. Che buon per messaggio diventa Marco lì.
Sempre con calma,
Yeah, it's gotta be such a
5
pig.
minuti.
Come va il polpaccio?
10 giorni a riposo.
Così impari a bere prima degli allenamenti.
A me è colpo
See,
dell'alcol.
she knew.
No, che mi hai sfonato per 6 ore.
Non ho capito che sei venuto a fare.
Posso allenare le braccia?
She's being very bizarre. Like, girl, I was on your side at first. Now I'm not sure. I almost feel like she's trying to sabotage him. I've been playing your keyboard for 2 hours. Let me hear. No. No.
Se vuoi te lo faccio vedere.
Sì, lo so.
She's like, I'm a mother. I know everything, sweetie. She was waiting for them to say something.
Non c'è niente da dire.
Because you accept it, right?
Pensando di essere trasgressivo, più avanti lo capisci da solo.
Pure tuo fratello è più avanti di te.
Lui ha bisogno di piacere a tutti. Io no.
Ma vaffanculo.
I'm over here thinking it's sweet. She's like, yeah, you're going through a phase. Well, at least it's out now.
Vuoi provare tu a essere una donna? Allenare una squadra di uomini col padre di Marco che va tutti gli anni dal presidente a chiedere di sostituirmi?
E ci va perché sei una donna o perché hai sempre puntato su di me e non su di lui?
Io ti chiedo perché hai comprato dei preservativi con la mia carta?
Ma sei seria?
Guarda che ti ho visto che li hai nascosti quando sono entrata.
If even Daniele can say it, you give Daniele a priority.
Ciao.
Oh, hi.
Non sapevo che c'eri anche tu.
This is what I don't like about Nicole. She just like picks and chooses when she feels like being involved.
Pure Marco c'ha la febbre.
Davvero?
Oh my god, I love this song.
Ciao.
It's such an old song. Dad's like, I'm not stupid.
No, ma mi hai dato una bellissima idea. Poi mi devo
That was my plan! Plan has been foiled. Yeah, we need the entourage. I feel like this is Nicole. She should have let Nina have time with her friends.
Vorrei presentarti il direttore, però non lo vedo.
Benissima. Grazie.
Quale intervista?
Come quale intervista? Te l'ho mandata ieri.
You didn't watch the interview?
Forse è meglio se ci vediamo un'altra volta.
He's embarrassed.
È venerdì sera, Andrea. C'è sta mezza latina in giro.
Aww.
Mi vuoi parlare per tutta la sera?
What's there to talk about? You just talked. You said you weren't happy with her.
Anche se ti voglio chiedere scusa.
Please come
Aspetta un
save me.
secondo.
Vabbè, a parte per sotto di calentanti.
Oh, I thought he
Però io
was the
all'inizio non
nice
ci
one.
credevo che avessi 10 anni.
Che? Era super carino.
Ah sì? Manco me ne sono accorto.
Caro, basta pensare a Marco.
Oh. She still is like has feelings for him too.
Fame?
Girls never taken care of, are they? Would you
Andre.
like me to do something for you?
Oi.
No? You want some food?
Che fai? Niente.
Does he recognize
Questo
the
è di Daniele.
piano?
L'hai invitato qui stasera.
What
Dopo
have I
tutte le
done?
cose infami che mi ha fatto. Se vuoi ne parliamo seriamente. Non abbiamo più niente di cui parlare io te. Tanto dici solo cazzate.
Oh, God. Good dog. I know, I was like, things are going
Se vuoi
too
ne parliamo
good. There's gotta be something that it up. Alright, there you have it, episode 4, Marron. Oh, Marron. It's so frustrating and it's really, really hard because, again, throughout all of season 1, I was pretty much on Marco's side, but I understood the feelings that developed between Andrea and Daniele. You can't help who you love, right? The heart wants what the heart wants. So for Andrea, it's like, this is so amazing. We're actually talking now. He knows who I am. We kissed. We exchanged gifts. We're trying to hang out and see each other. We're trying to be in each other's lives. This is what I've always wanted, and this is incredible. But for Marco, you're lying to me. You're deceiving me. And you're doing it all with the person who directly hurt me multiple times in different ways. And it's sad because it's like, I wish that Marco could have that conversation with Andrea. But now that he knows that Andrea has been lying to him, how can you have that conversation? It's like, all right, you caught me in my multiple lies, so now let's have a conversation. No, I don't want to have it with you now. I gave you multiple chances to come clean, and you didn't do so. And it doesn't help that, like, we have Daniele in the first episode running towards Marco, trying to hit him. I get why Daniele did that, because Marco said, when's the sex tape with my brother coming out? Marco is angry at Daniele for sleeping with Carola because they were together and he knew that. But Daniele did not put out the sex tape, nor did he want that put out, nor was it okay that he was in it. Just because he's the guy in it doesn't mean that it wasn't uncomfortable for him to have that happen. And I said in, I think it was in episode 1 or 2, that he didn't get the same criticism or the same treatment as Carola did because he's the guy and he's probably cool, which I still stand by. But again, that doesn't mean that that's how Daniele felt. So for Marco to say something like that is just, I feel like, really insensitive. But you say things that are insensitive and hurtful when someone does something that's hurtful to you. So again, I feel like this whole situation would have gone very differently if Andrea showed a little more compassion and support to Marco when all of this had happened, while it was all happening. Like, this is still fresh. This is still, like, it's not like a year or 2 or 3 has gone by. This is all still fresh. So it almost feels like Andrea's like, oh, I'm so sorry all this stuff happened to you. Okay, yeah, now I'm done. I'm done feeling sorry. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Again, I said this before. Maybe I have a very close relationship with my brothers. Very, very close. Like, I would do anything for them. And if I was in this situation that Andrea was in, it would be a lot more difficult for me to pursue a relationship with Daniele without making sure that Marco was okay with it first. That's all I'm saying. And so, and if you have that conversation with Marco and he's still like, no, screw you, then you can say, you know what, I'm sorry, but it is what it is, and I love him, and I'm gonna see what happens with it. But at least you tried. And I feel like Andrea did a disservice to themselves in the situation by lying to Marco. It sucks. It really sucks. We got confirmation that Carola is still very much so in love with Marco, as we got confirmation that Marco was still very much so in love with Carola. We have both friends, or two friends of both of them, saying stop thinking about the other. So Marco's trying to drown himself in alcohol and girls, and Carola is so consumed with this new world that she's navigating, but they're both still on each other's minds. And it's sad because, again, you know, you can't help who you love, but you also can't help but be hurt by people that hurt you, be hurt by the situation. Just because he's still in love with her doesn't mean that he can quickly get over what happened. But I hope that they learn to, because I think they were really cute together, and I would like to see them get back together. Daniele has a conversation with Marika about how, you know, she's like, I feel like I'm failing this team. You don't know what it's like to be a woman that coaches an all-male team. And Marco's father's trying to constantly get me ousted. And Daniele is like, yeah, is it because you give me special treatment? And she's like, for him to say it means it must be true. I feel like it's very common for people to sympathize with somebody when they know their story, but you also don't know what everybody's struggles are and what they're battling. So Marika is right for trying to help Daniele, for trying to assist him when he's in a very situation, and I think that's nice. But you don't know what Marco's going through. And to a certain extent, she does, considering she knows about the hazing, right? Like, I don't remember that. I'm fairly certain she knew about that. So it's like, why are you giving Daniele all this preferential treatment because you feel bad for him, but Marco should do better and should know better? You know, it's not really fair. So I feel like the conversation with Daniele is going to make her see things a little differently. Hopefully open up a little more to treating Marco a little better. Mom sucks. The conversation appeared to be going well, and she's like, yeah, I knew about the boxes, I know about the clothes, I've known about it since it was going on. And I'm like, oh, she wanted to give them a chance to come clean and not like do it for them and just like say their secret. No, she's a she was like, you're just experimenting. You're going to figure out that it's stupid and, you know, whatever. Do whatever you want. Play around. Figure it out. Whatever. It was so completely and utterly insensitive. And I feel so bad for Andrea. But at the same time, at least they said it. At least they got it out. At least the conversation is done and over with. And at least they have people that understand and they can talk to, because I feel foolish. I didn't realize the priest was her brother and was Andrea and Marco's uncle. So Andrea has the priest, Andrea has dad. Somebody in the comments was like, Andrea's dad knows about them. At the end of season 1, it was one of my favorite scenes. I loved it. They had a whole conversation about it. And I still vaguely remember it was like they were in the car and the dad stopped driving and he got out, and I was like, oh my god, like he's just gonna freak out. And I think he just like hugged Andrea or something like that. It was such an awesome scene. But yeah, dad knows. So it sucks that mom acts that way, but at least it's out in the open. Maybe she will start to see that this isn't just a phase, that this is actually something that is very real for Andrea. Hopefully learn to accept it, but we'll have to see how far that goes, because right now Andrea is only really showing who they really truly are at school and is being a little hesitant at home, considering the Marco situation, considering the mom situation. See, I also think if Marco knew the whole picture of what's happening with Andrea, that might change things a little bit, considering the situation. But it's just like there's too much tension right now to go into all of that, I guess. Nicole comes to the Carola event. Yay. I don't hate Nicole. I just don't really like her. And I really like Nina. So I'm like, but I think it was kind of a bad move on her part. You literally just had a conversation with Nina about how I had a conversation with Andrea and it kind of hurt me. And I assume, as I said, that Nicole's talking about Nina and Andrea sleeping together, not the fact that Andrea basically was like, you know, Nina knew everything about me and she felt like betrayed by that because she didn't know. You should have let Nina have that night with her friends to just do, you know, whatever and be happy. If you planned on going, I wouldn't have sprung that upon her. I would have called her or texted her and been like, hey, I'm sorry about what happened. You know, blah 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 blah, and move past it. But instead, you just like pop up in the limo, like, or the car. I think that was silly. Akeme is. Oh, I didn't touch on this. So Akeme had said, I think this was in the last episode. I'm watching so many in a row now, I can't remember. Akeme said that Zelia's brother does homophobic things to her and was like writing stuff about lesbians on the desk and stuff like that. So clearly he has not learned his lesson. I wonder if that's going to come back up. Is we also have like Corolla meeting this director person at the event who didn't even have the decency to watch her interview. When you're at an event honoring people that had these specific interviews, like that was really stupid. Oh, we got a flashback, the flashback of when they were little, and Andrea said to the piano teacher, I wasn't trying to hurt him. And she was like, okay. So we're getting more flashbacks of that, but we have good things happening. We had a first kiss, we had presents exchanged, but now we have a fight with Marco again. So hopefully things go better in the next episode. Overall, fantastic. And I cannot wait to see the next thing that happens. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.